This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield and his better half, Marnie Winfield. Oh, you ready to mix them in?
We're going to do the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Let's just
Marnie
start.
don't get mad at you, is she?
No. Mad herself, I don't know. All right, let's see if this is good. Sounds good to me. It is the 1 of June, 2021. Did I say that weird?
Yeah.
Now, I did work in a word there that had the letter that I'm never saying. Damn it, I do it every time.
Say words with S in it.
Yeah, my name's Corey Winfield.
I'm Marnie Winfield.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast.
People think you're crazy.
They
right
do.
now.
Well, they probably already think I'm crazy, but no, it's really been something that's been bugging me is this echo. And it was like on the last episode really bad, and I'm trying to figure out what the hell, and I'm messing with the mic. And that's the problem, is I started messing with the mic for no reason. Because your mic sounds so much better. And I want mine to sound like yours. And so I try to tweak it, and then I mess it up, and there's echo everywhere. And then I noticed when we were playing it back, and maybe I'm just tripping, but it seemed like S was real echoey. So I was going to avoid saying, see? Damn, a double S.
It's not going to work, hon.
Anyway, all right, whatever. If I echo on the S's or maybe stuff happens. Usually it's the P's that people have a problem with. Poppin' P's. It's S's. Anyway, how's your day? What's up? How you doing? You look
I'm doing
very
good.
lovely. You got your 217 recovery shirt on.
I do.
That's
Thank you.
like the one we're giving away.
Yeah. It is. My day was good. Got my hair done. And did some work.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And not a whole lot.
How was your recovery day? How was your day in recovery? Were you tested at all? Did you think about drinking?
No, I didn't. My Tuesdays are always pretty focused. I have, it's a big day of the week for me for work, and I do a lot of interaction with the clients that I have. And so it's an opportunity for me to kind of get caught up with, everybody to see how they're doing and kind of do check-ins and kind of give a little, give them an opportunity, to share what's going on with them in their world, whether it be challenges or, things they're struggling with or, awesome stuff, reporting back things that are going well for them. And so I like it. And, like I said, most of the people that I'm in charge of or whatever, I don't see on a daily basis. So these weekly meetings are a good time for me to kind of get caught up with everybody.
Good.
A little experience, strength, and hope, and see where people are at and what they might need and what I can help them with.
I always try to provide people with purpose. I'll throw gum wrappers in the back seat when I'm taking them to treatment. I'm like, hey man, pick that up. Not really, but that's a good idea. I'm gonna start doing that. No, there's people that I know that have struggled and are in and out, just like I used to be. I was always going to rehab, always relapsing, and it would always be the dumbest stuff that would trip me up, and I would be like, damn it. But once I started, it was really hard to stop. That's why I would have to go to the hospital, like where I was from. They really didn't have a lot of options for detoxing, and not a lot of places do. So that's why I would go to the hospital. But hospitals don't like us. We already covered that. Everybody knows. But when I found a purpose, it changed everything. And some of my family members would say that going to jail changed everything. And maybe in a way, it held me accountable, finally, to someone other than just my family members. But when I discovered the purpose, though, of what my purpose was going to be, it changed everything. And then, look up, which we have it on our app anyway, and our website too, the meaning of 217, the angel number, and it's finding your purpose. I mean, that's what's so crazy about that number, is everything that number stands for are things that I was working on while I was in treatment in room 217. So obviously 217 recovery. But when I found the purpose, though, it was a game changer. I was focused. I was driven. It took the, I guess, cravings away. But I didn't really have cravings until I started drinking. And then I craved it, and then I couldn't stop. The mind was always, with me, there was always my mind going to it and picturing myself like Billy Madison, or no, Happy Gilmore. When he goes to his happy place, he's out there, he got the little midget on the little horse stick or whatever. Like, he's in this happy place, and the chick's got, like, pitchers of beer. That was me. When I think about drinking, I'm in that place. I'm thinking every place is just like that. Oh, you're going to do laundry today? Oh, let's make it great. Have a drink. It'll be like, yeah. In reality, no. If I would have videotaped myself, I'd be like, dude, you look miserable just doing laundry. Like,
that was not your happy place.
You forgot to hit start on the other one, but yeah, that's why it took you twice as long. Still wait for the washer to finish. Oh, I forgot to start it. Oops. Anyway. But in reality, yeah, it was a hot mess, and it wasn't the whole Happy Gilmore happy place.
Does your happy place not look like that?
Well, no, but it was everything that I thought.
I would hope not.
No, there's more going on than just that. No, but it just, like, when I think of, like, oh man, it's a sunny day, like, oh, it'd be, days like these are days where I would just, get drunk and just enjoy the weather. And you know me, I'm not enjoying the only thing I'm enjoying is air conditioning. I'm not, oh yeah, let's go be productive and do some fun stuff outside. Never said by me, except for just then.
Right.
So, but in my mind, oh, I'm doing stuff in my yard, and oh yeah. No. No. No, none of that happens. But I tell myself, yeah, don't you want to do that? And it'll be fun, and get a buzz, and man, life would be better today if you had a little buzz. Which is a lie. And that's your brain telling you lies. You got to listen to your soul. I personally believe, of course I'm a doctor of nothing, that it's a battle between your brain and your soul. Like, your soul is the good part that, like, man, I'm a good person, I want to do better. But the brain will just jump in there and go, hey man, but don't you remember this? And it'll hit you with something like, I do remember that, yeah. You gotta get spiritual, you gotta get into your soul.
See, a lot of those sounds like a good idea thing is fizzled out for me in my life. I can say that those moments of drinking sounds like a good idea are next to nothing, like, ever.
But you found something better than drinking.
What? I knew you were going to do that.
What are you talking about? Why'd you hit
that
button? No, you found love, you found sobriety, and the good kind. You have a purpose.
And I think that, and we've talked about that a lot, is that, we're empty people when we're in our addiction, and we're not whole. And so we want to fill that emptiness with some kind of feeling. And it's kind of an oxymoron, because we're trying to fill that emptiness with something to make us not feel anything, or feel some kind of way that's not, we're not content being us.
No.
And it's scary. It's sad and it's scary. And,
but don't you dare tell us that, though.
Oh, no. Yeah.
When we're in an active addiction.
Because, that's what you think. Remember we talked about, like, my bills are due, or, I don't have money, or my mom's angry with me, or, I'm fighting with my boyfriend, or, I got fired from my job, or
I'm living on the streets.
Yeah, whatever it is. And we don't even go through the mental process of why it is. It just seems like drinking or getting drugs is going to make it go away. And it does not make it go away.
And some people blame other people. Some people blame themselves. Mm-hmm. Some people are too hard on themselves. Oh, it's all my fault. Oh, I'm so stupid. I deserve to be drunk and I deserve to have nothing. And a lot of that does lead to homelessness. And then you realize that, I can still live and breathe. Life's not that bad.
Mm-hmm. There's a piece of acceptance that happens a lot. I was at that stage.
But I think that a lot of that is just, we've talked about this before too, is just the way the alcohol takes the brain over, where you become content. I'll accept living in a tent. That's fine. People live in tents all the time.
Mm-hmm.
What? And then all the goals and ambitions just sinks out, and it just becomes a cycle that unless you step out of it, it's just going to keep repeating itself. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to step out of it. A lot of people are scared to step out of it. And then when you do, you finally come to that point where you're like, all right, I need help. Sometimes there's outpatient stuff you can go to. Sometimes there's treatment places you can go to. Mm-hmm. And then there's sometimes you show up at the treatment place and they say, sorry, I don't feel like doing your intake. And then you just have to come back some other day that you feel like coming back.
If that day ever comes.
If that day ever comes. But I'm sure if you go to a great treatment place, it's not going to be an issue. And it's a crapshoot sometimes because you don't know what you're going to get. And how treatment places work too is there's different parts of it. There are a bunch of moving parts and a lot of people in a lot of places. And like take for instance your job, the company you work for. You have a detox, you have like residential treatment, inpatient, you have outpatient, you have residential housing. There's many different parts of it. I think there's a common goal with all of it, and that's to help people. Mm-hmm. I know, like, I always say, when we got our 217 recovery houses, I'll kick somebody out, man. I'll kick them on a heartbeat. I'll throw their stuff on the curb. It's easy to say that when I'm sitting in this chair, mm-hmm. But knowing somebody, watching them go through the progress and then, they slip. I'm going to throw them out on their ass and throw everything that belongs to them out into the middle of the road. Mm-hmm. Would I really do that?
Man,
I don't know. So like I said, it sounds good for me sitting over here, on the high horse. But in reality, I don't know. I really don't know if I would do that. But like to just turn somebody away, that can lead to death, and I think that, and I really think this 100% true, that people working in that industry, in the treatment industry, need to get paid a lot more.
Oh my gosh, absolutely.
It's a joke. And I'm going to write a letter to my mom's governor.
I'm sure you will.
Whitmer. I'm going to let her know. I'm like, look, you want to do something, do this. If you do one thing before you get voted out of office, do this one thing, please. Because I think that a lot of the treatment centers, they're sitting there with their hands up. Like, look, we can't pay anybody. We're not even competitive with wage anymore.
I don't think even competitive is even you can't even use that word.
No.
It's like lower than competitive.
So what do? You have to settle. You have to settle for, they still show up. Yeah, but they're horrible and they don't care and people are dying because that person works here. Who else is going to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he sucks at his job. Well, just because he has tattoos and wants to fake like he is in recovery or something. A lot of people do that too. You know, there are all kinds of people out there that are just weird. Some people I know have worked in treatment just so that they could hit on the women. It's sickening. I've seen it happen firsthand at a nasty Chinese food restaurant place that I used to work at. It was horrible. But I've seen it, you know, and so for
that seems really messed up.
Yeah, it really was.
I mean, like, there's lots of places you could go where you could hit on women. Why would you want to go to a treatment center?
I don't know.
Pick
I don't
up a
know.
litter?
And it still happens at that nasty Chinese restaurant place.
Not circumstantial, just like I'm going to go work at a rehab so I can pick up chicks.
I'm going to be on a board.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, I can tell.
But anyway, yeah. So who knows why these people work there? But it's not the right reasons. It's not really to help people. And maybe somebody's 50-50, but just because you got some ugly-ass tattoos on your arm and you think you're cool or something, or you're trying to impress the chicks that come in to a detox or something, you know, those kind of people need to go. And if there was a competitive wage out there, I believe those people would be let go immediately. Because I don't believe any treatment center is just going to sit back and let that happen. But obviously, if they know that a person's like preying on people, well, you would assume, again, the Chinese food restaurant place, I don't know. Who knows? But in an ethical place, you would like think that they would just be like, all right, you need to move on. But if it's somebody that's just, well, they show up every time, yeah, but they suck at their job. Yeah, but they're here. You know, just to replace those people with people who actually care. And people who like to get paid decent, you know, like a lot of places, I mean, it's like you said, not even competitive. It's not even a word at some of these places. And I'll write that letter.
Yeah, write the letter.
I'll let you know how that goes.
Okay.
But I think that would change a lot of things.
Absolutely.
You know, if you had 40 people applying for one job, you could just sit back going, who really is the best candidate? Instead of going, can we please get some people in here?
Oh my gosh, it's bad right now. Like clinicians, like clinical teams are so, and I don't know if it's a Michigan thing or northern Michigan thing or what, but all the agencies up in this area are totally striped. Like, we're desperate for like counselors that are certified and educated and, you know, have experience. Because nobody will do it for nothing.
Right. Well, and that's the thing too, and we've talked about this, is I feel like someone like myself and you were in recovery, so they just look at us like, oh, well, they're giving back and they're helping themselves, so we can afford to pay them nothing. You know, I'm not saying you get paid nothing. I'm just saying, like, in general, like, people like us, you know, oh, well, they really care. So they don't need to have a nice house or a nice paycheck because they care. You know, I feel like a lot of that, we get used.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because they know we want to do it. And will we do it for less pay? Yeah, probably. You know, that's why, you know, when I worked at the treatment center, it was, you know, just on weekends, I just wanted to kick it, you know, just to stay close, to remind myself where I don't want to be, and I can help people. But I didn't do it for whatever they were paying me an hour. Like, it had nothing to do with it, you know. It was for my soul. So I could buy a desk and a computer. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just saying.
Underpaid and underappreciated.
That'll be my subject line.
Underpaid and underappreciated.
Like, Whitmer, listen up. We need to have a chat.
Well, I mean, I can tell you what, from the second that I started working in this, quote unquote, the helping profession or whatever of addiction, I straight up 100% did it because it was for me. And it was because it was not for the paycheck, obviously. And I got more out of it than money. Nobody does these jobs for money, for the dollar bills. It's not. There's 8 million places you could work that you'd get, more. You'd be more financially set than this. But like I said, there's more things that's more fulfilling on different levels.
Mm-hmm. And treatment places aren't for everybody. I wish more people. I mean, well, it depends where you go. I've been to some treatment places where everybody at that MFer was in recovery, and that was kind of cool. It gave me hope. Sacred Heart down in Berrien Springs, I'd say 95% of their staff was in recovery, and that just made it so cool. And they seemed like they had their shit together, and it was just like, wow, okay, that's pretty badass. Nobody was walking around going, oh, hold on, I can't afford to give you a cigarette because I don't make any money. But really, that's probably what it was. I'm sure they weren't knocking down the big cheese, but
it has to be said that there's a perspective that you have that you can only have if you've been there. Mm-hmm. It's not you can't even dispute it.
Right, and I'm not,
You could be the lunch lady, and if you're in recovery and you are working with the recovery community with, addicts in early recovery, there's an understanding of some nature. I know, and you don't talk about that. You're talking about, do you want an extra slice of toast? But there's something to be said that, there's a respect there.
Yeah, it's like
of what you're here because you're trying to do something.
That's my people.
Yeah, there are people.
Like, hey, what's up? And that's why I get offended, and I take it too personal sometimes when I just see dumb shit happen, and it's just like, are you kidding me? I just get worked up, and it's like they're like my little brothers and sisters, even when they're 80, 50 years old, whatever, Yeah. I don't think 80, 50 is the real age, but whatever. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's like, that's my little brother. You defend them.
Mm-hmm. You're protective.
And I don't know. It's really weird, but it's not. That's my peoples. And I want to get more peoples. And I want less people to die. And I just want everybody to just make it out and have a purpose. And I don't know what your purpose is, but you have one. Pray. God works for me. He's been doing pretty kick ass. I'm just saying. I'm not telling you to donate money or anything. I'm just saying, God's been pretty good to me. Maybe I should do that. The God angle. If you want God to help you, donate right now $1 million.
He's kidding.
At sorta 217recovery.com. You don't know it till you try. Oh my gosh, someone just donated $1 million. No, I'm just kidding. But God, it works for me, and it kept me going. And I asked God, show me what my purpose is, and He kind of did. It's pretty kick-ass. But I want everybody to feel that, and they can. Just because maybe they're having a hard time, maybe they're in and out of treatment, maybe they're in and out of relapses. Just don't give up. Help them. Help yourself. Just find that purpose, pray, figure it out. Because when you do, man, it's the greatest.
It is the greatest.
I try telling people that. And, well, this is late tonight. She was a little too drunk, but I was like, yeah, she's not going to remember any of this, but.
Yeah, but who knows? Sometimes stuff we hear, it sinks in little by little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one man who's really out there killing it right now is our very own Tyrone.
Man.
Tyrone.
Yeah.
My man.
He visits a shelter, and he talks to people there. And he's kind of getting known around there, and just letting people know that there's hope, and that they don't have to go out in the woods and drink. They can seek treatment, you know, they don't have to settle for the life that they're living at this very moment. And I think that's something that's huge. And, you know, I think God put Tyrone exactly where he needs to be. And that's kind of weird. And he'll probably be like, well, I'm not sure about that, Winfield. But I really do believe it. And I'm sure he's helping people. Just Tyrone's just if you've never met Tyrone, he's very what's the word? Joyous, outgoing, friendly.
He's so friendly.
Yeah, just happy most of the time. And when he's mad, then he goes on for a minute. But but you can kind of see his reasoning behind being mad and be like, hey, you know, you can talk to him, you know, and he's pretty perceptive.
Yeah, he's got a good heart and he's very sincere.
Well,
There's nothing about him that's fake.
Yeah, I mean, he's helping people every day. He's not getting paid for it.
No.
You know, he's just doing it because he's just letting people know, look, you don't have to do this. You don't have to live like this. And I was surprised that he said that most of them didn't even know. They just thought, well, here I am. They didn't even think, oh, wait, hold on. I can go to treatment, but I don't have insurance, you know? And he's like, no, Medicaid. You know, he's like walking through it. And some of the older people, he's like, oh, no, you got to do it like this. And they're just like, wait, huh? Like, yeah, there's a way out of this. And some of them, you know, are I don't want to say too far gone, but, you know, need more help. Let's just say it like that. And maybe it takes an intervention from God, you know, kind of like it did with me twice.
Yeah.
First, he's like, I'll shut down his liver. Then I'll teach him. No. All right, throw his ass in jail. Yeah. Let's sprinkle in a little podcasting and some purpose, and boom. That's what we have today. So, anyway, that's my story for the day.
Oh, are you excited? Are you packed?
Oh, for our vacation. Have we talked about our vacation yet?
No.
Okay.
I think like in...
Wait, hold on. Big breaking news.
We're going on vacation.
What?
Yeah. First, we did not take a honeymoon. So this is not our honeymoon. This is just vacation to California to see both your family and my family. Yep. So.
Yeah, it'll be good for a week. And my man Justin's going to do the rides. He's going to take people to and from, whatever. Treatment. It's going really well, by the way.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. But.
So we're going to be doing some podcasts from fun places.
Here you go. If you're from California, a lot of people do listen in California. And maybe there's a place you want us to check out. Maybe a cool AA meeting. We should go to the very first AA meeting I went to out in Santa Monica.
Let's see. Well, we're going to be in LA.
Yeah, it's right there.
Right. I'm just trying to think time-wise. We did a night meeting in LA.
Just take my brother to an open meeting.
You could.
He'd freak out. Like, there were, like, homeless people, like, trying to stab each other. And I'm like, are we going to this meeting then? Or are we going to watch this murder happen? Like, what's...
You keep saying that it's this super violent place, and I don't...
well, that was happening right out in front of the AA meeting we went to, which was a speaker meeting. My first meeting was a speaker meeting, so I never really had, like, the first traditional first meeting. And I thought, man, this is weird as hell. And then the next meeting we went to was a speaker meeting, and the lady got up there, and she told her stupid little story, and then everybody was clapping, and this one lady stood up and was like, this is the 7th time I've seen you. It gets better every time. I'm like, this is a joke? Like, they're seeing her like I would go see Leonard Skinner. You know, I was like, these people are just, they're actors. They're just telling some made-up shit. I was like, this is BS. That's why I was like, I'm never going to AA again. And then I went to AA again, and I realized, oh, those are speaker meetings. I didn't understand what you people meant. Yeah. I was like, what's the point of this? I'm hearing a bunch of BS from these actors up there. Anyway. But yeah, no, LA is very dirty.
That's what your mom was saying.
Yeah. That was my take on it when I was there for a hot minute doing the rehab thing. It was just like, man, this is dirty as hell.
You know what was dirty is when I went to New Orleans.
Ugh.
Right after. It was right
No
after.
offense, New Orleans.
No,
New
I mean,
Orleans.
no, it was right after the hurricane. So it was probably even in worse shape. It was really sad. But I've seen it in movies and it looks like it's not so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. No desire.
I know, but
Not sure. Yeah, California, here we come. But we're going to go see the big trees and stuff.
yeah, we are.
And we're going to go up California 1, which is like the highway that goes up by the water and stuff. Mm-hmm. Overlooks the edge, whatever.
Oh, we have good weather.
And we can go and see where people died. I want to see Tiger Woods' car accident spot. I want to see
It's
James
probably just like the
Dean,
side of a road. It's not going to be anything.
Ryan Dunn, Paul Walker.
It's pretty morbid.
I know. I'm along the way. If there's something there, we'll, whatever. There's a lot of things to do in California.
Yeah.
We get a map and we'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It'll be fun. But anyway, yeah, we'll do a podcast from California and see what kind of shenanigans we can get into. Mm-hmm. It'll be a good time. But sign up to win a free shirt like the one Marnie's wearing right now. Mm-hmm. It's very cool. 217recovery.com if you want to check that out and sign up to win. It's free. We did send one out. And then I was waiting on the other guy because I'm just waiting to see what size he wanted. And I sent him an email. And
So I haven't heard anything back?
no, he didn't email back.
You will.
He will, but then we'll be in California. I'm like, sorry, bro. Give me another week. Mm-hmm. But I did send a shirt out to Andrea. She was really excited. She's like, oh, my God, that's awesome.
Cool.
So hopefully she got it and just digging it.
Yay.
Yeah, and then more shirts on the way. And then, like I said, last episode, we're going to start selling some, but not yet because we're going on vacation. I have other things to do this week.
Right.
So... Oh, and I had my Tuesday man dinner with Charles, and he was like, telling me about the app. He's like, man, why'd you pick those colors for your app logo? And I was like, I don't know, man. I thought it looked cooler on my computer. And the funny thing is I did today change it, and I sent it in for an update request because the new background's going to be blue. And have black. It'll look tight. But if you want to know what I'm talking about, they've started, at least on the Apple one, like see at the very top, the banner at the top. Mm-hmm. It's blue. It used to be black.
Yeah.
That means there's something going on.
Nice.
There's some kind of progress being made already on it. But yeah, if you're having a hard time reading it, and like Charles was, and like I just don't like it, the app logo icon. That'll be changed again soon. Or it could be 3 to 4 weeks, but like I said, if you open it and see at the very top, you'll see what I'm talking about with it. It's changed. It's blue. So give it some time. And I appreciate you getting the app and the daily reflections, if you're into that. Daily readings is on the app under the welcome. Connect with us, website, social, contest. Ooh, that clashes really bad. Yeah, if you go to the Connect page, I'm going to change that. The podcast, blogs. Anna's good at writing blogs, but you had a question about that being her mugshot. And I wonder if she was trying to do a mugshot picture. I bet she was.
That's what I thought.
Because her hair is disheveled. Mm-hmm. And if you look at all of her other blogs,
right,
the
that's
pictures,
what I mean, comparing
like she's
them.
done up to the nines, and then this is like, poof. Like, ugh. So, but I think that's what she was going for. But no, her blogs are awesome. She's come a long way. We should have her on again soon. I think she feels left out. Even though the replay coming up in a couple weeks on the 13th is about her, I think.
Oh.
Which is right, or is that the one that's coming up on the 6th?
I have no idea. I don't know what you did today.
Well, you picked them.
Yeah.
But one of them said something about the bed challenge heats up.
That's the 15th.
Okay. Which, that was the 15th of September, which is coming up on the 13th
Okay.
of June.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I said 15th earlier, too. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, plenty of stuff to check out and enjoy on our app. If you haven't yet, do it. It's free. 217recovery.com, more resources. Like I said, the shirt, sign up, and the meaning behind 217 Recovery. It's all there.
Alrighty.
Thank you for listening. I appreciate it.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
See ya.